Okay. What does Halloween mean to you?
Well, to me, it's a satanic religion. Holiday. Um, to me, it just changed the way people's spirits, how they react to this particular holiday. And I don't know if sometimes people don't believe in evil forces or evil spirits, but this holiday, to me, it represents Satan. So I take this holiday very serious. I don't celebrate this holiday. My children, don't celebrate this holiday, and it's yes, due to that fact and due to that, I am a born again Christian and I believe in Jesus Christ, and I believe that this spirit is just an evil spirit, and it just do things to people. Yes, you give candy to children, but then you have so many wicked people out there that do so many wicked things on this particular holiday. Yes, we have wickedness all over every day, but it seems like this particular holiday, the evilness just really come out of people, and that's why I don't believe in it and I don't celebrate it.
What does Halloween mean to you?
Well, Halloween for me, you can be very creative. I like to make costumes. So I make about 3 or 4 costumes per year, and I just love the holiday. You can be anybody that you want. It's the most creative, and why not?
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, Michael. First of all, describe where we are, and tell me your experience.
Okay, right now we're at Sisters Uptown Bookstore. We're at 1942 Amsterdam Avenue. My experience, I could be here working at the computer, checking in books, ringing somebody up, what have you, and a book will fall off the shelf in the back. Or you might hear like the floor creaking, as if somebody's walking, but I know nobody's in here but me, so that's the kind of stuff that happens.
I see. How often does it happen?
Not very often. Not very often.
Well, what do you call not very often? Give me a time period.
I think the last time I remember it happening was maybe a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, and before then, how long ago?
Maybe a few days before.
Wow.
Yeah. We've got this thing, like, if you're here to work with us, cool. If you're working against this, we need to get rid of you, So I'll burn some sage or some frankincense and just kind of clear the place up.
What does Halloween mean to you?
To me, Halloween is about fun. It's like
Louder, please.
fantasy. It's like a fantasy. It's fun. It's making people laugh. Really, making people laugh. And children have fun, and I think it's all myths about whatever they talk about Halloween. It's all myth. Nothing's really
Demonic? Or
exactly. I think it's just having fun. People dress up, to their liking and whatever they fantasize about, and go out and have a good time.
Okay, and now, have you ever had any paranormal experiences of any kind whatsoever?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What does Halloween mean to you?
As I've gotten older, it means a lot more. I think Halloween is a lot of fun. I haven't really participated in it for the past few years, but that's not because of Halloween, it's just because of other stuff. I remember being a younger person and going to the Halloween parade in the village all the time, and it's just a lot of fun. It's an opportunity to be creative, to be a little crazy, to let loose. I really like Halloween a lot.
Now tell me something. Do you think there's any negative connotations? Some people had negative connotations pertaining to thinking that it's an evil religious holiday pertaining to Satan, etc.
I understand all that. And I've had people say that to me, especially when I've said to them that I really like Halloween. And people have said, as a Christian or as a religious person, or how can you rationalize liking Halloween. I guess my general answer is, first of all, I am a Christian, but I'm not religious. It means something entirely different to me when you say that you're religious. I realize that it has those undertones, but I mostly just ignore them. I just think it's a lot of fun, and I don't think it conjures up evil spirits, and I don't think it does any of that. I will say that I don't necessarily like the idea, which is not a religious thing. I don't like the idea of kids going door to door in this day and age asking for candy, and that doesn't have to do with any moral dilemma. It has to do with safety. Even if they're with their parents, you just don't know what you're getting. But I just think Halloween's fun.
And my second question to you, and last question is,
Sure.
have you ever had any paranormal experiences of any kind?
I have them all the time, which
Really?
is probably why I like Halloween so much, and I've had them since I was a very small child.
And what type of experiences?
You name it. I mean, I have moments of prescience where I know things are going to happen, and they do. I've certainly seen things.
What have you seen?
I've seen... I hesitate to say this because people think you're crazy, but I've certainly seen spirits, and I've seen the presence of evil. As someone who has had a lot of discussions and thought about, does evil really exist beyond a concept or beyond what you learn in religion? I have had people like my grandmother, who was a healer, tell me that evil, without even knowing specific things that were going on in my life, that she has seen evil attached to me in those moments when I suspected something like that had happened.
Really?
So yeah, I have them all the time, even now, but I remember my very first one. I will say that I used to have an imaginary friend which freaked my mother out because we had these conversations where he would tell me the future or tell me the past, and I would repeat those things, and they would either come to pass or, and the one experience that I'm talking about is when he told me about something from my mother's childhood, and I was very young, I was maybe 6 years old or 5 years old, and I was repeating the conversation. I was pretending I had dolls, and I was repeating the conversation, and my mother just went nuts because I was repeating an incident from her childhood that she had never told anyone about. So yeah, I've had lots of them.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.